involvement in the political and economic arenas. The African Immigrant Caucus, AIC, comprising community, clergy, and business leaders, was launched in 2013 to create a united and powerful diaspora voice in the Washington metro area. To tell us more about the AIC, I'm joined by Reverend Kemi Onanuga, African Immigrant Caucus member from Maryland. Welcome, Reverend.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. Now, I'm aware that a few days over the weekend, you actually brought together about, what, 2,000
Yes.
African immigrants here. What was the purpose of that conference?
The purpose of the conference was to launch the African Immigrant Caucus. Over the last 7-8 months, leaders within the caucus have been working behind the scene to build a relationship so that it makes it possible for Africans to come together beyond the ethnic, regional, and belief boundaries so that we can come together and have a voice. So we've been creating that platform behind the scenes.
I mean, there are so many immigrants just right in this metro area, maybe up to 50,000 African migrants. What up to this point has been achieved in uniting that voice and in being more involved, and what needs to be done?
It's a tough job, as you rightly know, Vince, because Africa is splintered, it's diverse, and we have a lot more that we think separate us than unite us. But what the African Immigrant Caucus has been able to do is to sit down and identify those issues that unite us, and then rally people as a voice around those issues so that everybody identifies and is able to overcome the previous biases that we've had and come together, rallying around this platform to build a strong voice and build power in the state of Maryland.
One of the other things you've been doing, say, in the state of Maryland, is to reach out to political aspirants, those who are aspiring to political positions. What are you telling them? What do you want to do with them?
As a matter of fact, on Sunday, we had 4 of the top leading gubernatorial candidates at Jesus House, DC, where we held the accountability rally. That's what we called it. Because at this point, we're not asking for any specific give back from the politicians. What we said to Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Brown, Doug Gansler, Heather Mizor, and Charles Lawler was to give us as Africans half a day before the General Assembly in January to meet with us, not their staff, and get to know us a little better. So at this point, it's that getting to know us and know our issues that we're pursuing.
In a few seconds, do you think it does matter to them that perhaps a great number of these immigrants are not voting?
I think they saw a new day dawn on Sunday, 8th of June, where they saw, as you said, 2,000 Africans behind the same issues, overcoming all the boundaries that used to divide us, to articulate and speak with one voice. I think all the political aspirants who were there that day, the gubernatorials, the county executive, Clergy, and all others, they really did see a new day dawn in Africa, where Africans are no longer being torn apart by the issues that drove us apart, but are now coming together in one place with one voice to address the issues that concern us.
Be good, and perhaps become a model for many on the continent itself.
Yes.
Reverend Onanuga, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Vince.
Reverend Kemi Onanuga of African Immigrant Caucus in Maryland.